It's Week 6 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' electric quarterback. He got his reps in last week, finishing with over 300 passing yards. It's the Saints and the Bengals. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really welcome.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
13 yards on the game's opening play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Heineke. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Heineke on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing. Heineke. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They run. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Heineke to throw it. To the goal line. line, but it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Heineke with a 3rd and goal. Rolling to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
T.J. Hockenson from 4 yards out. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points in the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was T.J. Hockenson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his 3rd season now out of the University of Alabama.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Tua. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The numbers for Ayuk a week ago. 5 catches, 73 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Tua's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
On second down, right back to Hunt. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Kareem Hunt. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7-7, our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Heineke. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. On second down, Williams. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So a mistake there, Charles, from the rookie pass rusher.
And oftentimes when you make the jump from college to the NFL, you have to adjust to the rules. But in this case, the rule's no different than in college. Once the ball's gone, you can't continue on and get your shot in. That's one where you have to have some discipline. And even though he's a rookie, he really should know better.
A gain of 7 that time, second and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Heineke. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now, Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's well on his way to a 1,000-yard season, maybe on pace to just tear past that, Charles. Defensively, they need to pay a little bit more attention to him.
Yeah, I think so, because remember, throwing the football, that can shred a defense quicker than anything else, because as soon as the catch is made, he still has the ability to, yards after catch, get downfield, gain even more, score touchdowns, all of that. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch as this progresses, to see how they defend him and how he changes up his game in order to try and keep getting open.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Ready up. Check right. Smith right.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
Let's go. Yellow, opposite, green, yellow, line, black,
Tua sets up to pass it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Heineke. The Saints at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing. Heineke. This pass is caught by London. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. He'll complete this one to Watson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, it's Heineke. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And the Saints are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Heineke now. Touchdown, Saints. Christian Watson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance to stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Tua now on 1st down. Swings this out for Hunt. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Niners who have the lead in that one. Sam Darnold has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. Cooper Kupp, close to 200 yards receiving with 3 touchdown catches. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Cortland Sutton, a touchdown reception. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. And the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A give to Williams, running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Heineke. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. 3rd and short yardage. Heineke. Hard throw, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Heineke to throw for it on 4th down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. From the 17, Heineke. Throw left side. There's London. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Heineke swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bengals will get the football back. 2 now on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Check right. Smith red. Blue check.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And they're going to him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
10 cycles. Ready?
They run again with Hunt. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. 85 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to pass. Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing again on second down. Tua got a man. That's Ayuk. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ready, go. Ready.
Well, here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Here's Tua. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Over the middle, complete. That's James. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Tua. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2nd down and goal. Tua. And he'll just get rid of it. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Richie James from 8 yards out. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He's been almost impossible to bottle up. You see that number 10 on your screen, a big reason why they have the lead.
One of the guys that's being featured in this game and making sure that he's targeted because they do trust him with the ball. That's why they go back to him time and time again.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Play action now. Here's Heineke. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Now Heineke.
On the move to his left.
Open man is Chase, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the
touchdown. Darren Waller, 31 yards.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he completes it to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. after the sack on first down. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing. Heineke. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. And quickly, they get to the line. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Saints punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another completion here to Hunt. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Tagovailoa. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Brandon Ayuk there to make the grab. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. 2 minutes remaining in the football game. 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 2 minutes remaining in the foot And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So it's a win here for the Saints, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for the Saints, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.